Hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. man of the people, doing what I do for you guys. And, man, I have had a great day covering this Carolina Panthers team while they are in Munich, Germany. So, great show. Sit back, get you a cup of coffee, orange juice, water. I don't know. I'm still getting adjusted to the time zones. So like he's saying orange juice, coffee.
Hey, Chris Jenkins.
I'm all over the place. But yes, welcome to the show. Lots of good stuff, great content. I was excited before I got here. Like, hey, I promise you guys, I'm going to pump out more content than anybody else. And today, me and my photographer, Patrick Snyder, we did just that. So, all I ask, help spread the word about independent media company, Charlotte Vibe. Share, retweet, always like the video, subscribe if you haven't got a chance to subscribe. Help us grow. The more we grow, I promise you, you'll continue to love the coverage that we have, the opportunities we have with players and coaches, and to bring you more unique stuff. So hit that like button, subscribe. And lastly, before just run into this show, because again, I have a great show. Let me tell you the dedication, right? Right now it is 11 o'clock in Germany. And I purposely waited till later in the evening because I wanted to be able to get you all some of the content out there when you guys are getting off work. I know everybody can't tune in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But we have a GoFundMe account that's set up. You guys have been doing good. I'm going to put the round of applause out there. We are a little bit more than a third through reaching our goal for our GoFundMe to get some more equipment, specifically headsets and a board to operate that headset for our pre-game show, our full team, myself, Brian, and Rashad. So if you're able to support that, please do. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into it. So you know what they had? Let's start with some of this. Everybody loves practice highlights. So here are the Carolina Panthers today out at the football club. I forget what the name of it was here in Munich. I tell you this, though, it was a really, really nice facility. It's just like, wow, they have this just for their soccer team. But, NFL teams are doing that as well. Dallas has one of the best ones there is. Green Bay has one where it's like a practice facility and tons of things around it. There you go, FC Burr. I can't say that, but that's where they were today here in Munich. See everybody bundled up, got on their hoodies. It was cold out there, man. It was cold, but it is what it is, right? And I'll tell you something that I just learned here as we finish up looking at these highlights. Good highlights today from practice. Jadeveon Clowney, we're going to talk about the injury updates because it's looking a little questionable for Clowney. But yeah, here's a quick side note because you guys know me. This is a personal show. I like to be personal. I like to say you have a friend in the media, which is myself, which is true. Got some pictures where you're going to see a person that watches the channel, supports it. As soon as I was coming to FanFest, he came up to me and introduced himself. So I said, man, hey, we got to take a picture because you guys don't know. It's really rewarding and cool when you see someone like I'm in Germany. I'm like 5,000 miles away from my home, and here this person is to say that they watched the show. So we'll share that with you. But here's where I'm going with that. Showing you the pictures of the video from practice, and it's cold out here. Just literally learned maybe 45 minutes ago. The press box here in Germany will be not protected from the elements. And I know you might be like, so what? Like we're always saying, yeah, I get it, but it's a lot different when you're actually working to have to work out in the cold, the rain, whatever's going on. And it was currently 37 degrees right now here in Munich. So to be at a stadium all day and be outside all day and have to report this is going to be tough. So just know if you see me looking like an Eskimo on Sunday in that post-game or pre-game show, it's because I'm going to literally be outside the entire day reporting. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into some more of this show. Like I said, I'm excited, very excited about the coverage that we were able to capture here in Munich. And got a lot to share with y'all. So let's go ahead and start with this. We'll start with the injury report from today, which, as I said it, I was thinking, did I drag it over to the screen? I don't think I did, but I should be able to get it on the screen here in just a moment. Let's try this right here. Yeah, there we go. Here is your injury report for today, Friday, November 8th. Carolina Panthers final injury report versus the New York Giants. We got a lot of questionable guys, but Dave didn't talk about them specifically. So with all the questionable guys being full participants in practice, I don't see anybody that I say probably will not make it. One guy that does stand out, Jonathan Brooks, who he's been a full participant in practice all week. I think he was a full participant in practice all of last week. I feel like we are going to see Jonathan Brooks this weekend, and with that, we're going to have to deactivate one of those running backs, right? Raheem, Miles, Brooks, Sanders. Can't have all of those guys out there. I really feel like we're going to see Miles Sanders be deactivated this week. We'll see. But otherwise, you got Adam Thielen, who's out. He's been out since week 3. We're now in week 10. A very long time for Adam to be out. Hopefully we get him back soon. Tackle Ikem Ekwonu. He's another guy that's starting to stack up some days of being out. This is going to be, I believe, his 3rd week out, but he's out with an ankle. And then we got doubtful of safety, Jamie Robinson. And again, the rest of the guys that are listed here, I would suspect that they are indeed going to play this Sunday. All right, so got a chance to speak with some players and coaches today. Normally on a Friday, we only have a chance to speak with the head coach, but I'm assuming because we're in Germany and today at practice, there was international media. There was a lot of German media. And so not only did we have a chance to speak with head coach Dave Canales, but we also had a chance to speak with a lot of players today. So some of the content I shared with you tonight, the other I'll save for our pregame show Sunday that we'll do. You guys are going to wake up with me, right? 7:30 a.m. Eastern for that pregame show. But in that, Dave Canales was asked a question. Most of his press conference was, general stuff, but it was a question that he was asked at the end by a German reporter about, hey, this fan base over here, they don't know a lot about the Panthers. They're about to watch them. Sell me on your team. And I was like, that's cool. Let me see what he has to say. So I'm going to share with y'all Dave Canales on, hey, why should you support this Carolina Panthers team? You're in Germany. You just seen them. Should this become your team? And by the way, yes, you don't know where everybody's from, and of course we're going to all the Panthers stuff, but it's extremely cool to see all the Panthers pictures and materials and advertisements and jerseys and different people in Germany supporting this team. But here's Dave Canales on why you should support the Carolina Panthers.
I think it's just a team that's coming together and finding an identity, and I think that a lot of people can resonate with that. Starting where we started, and the challenges that we faced this season. It really truly is a good story that I love to be a part of. To build something to be proud of. And to stay with it. And with that keep pounding mentality, and that's what we say in Charlotte. And it's an encouragement to all of us that we just keep pounding. We keep coming back every Monday. We look at the things we need to improve, show the things that have improved, and then take the next step and go right back to work on Wednesday. And with that mentality that this thing is going to take us everything we have for as long as it takes. We're committed to it. We're committed to continue to grow and play a brand of football that we're proud of.
So there's Dave Canales on, hey, why should you be converted to a Carolina Panthers fan? Pretty cool. And something also that I had said in my pregame, not my pregame, I did a live broadcast from FanFest early this morning. Shoot, I think for you guys that would have been like 7:15 this morning. By the way, over the weekend, you guys can do it now. When I start my broadcast tomorrow, because the first one probably will be around, let's see, it's going to be early. It's going to be early. But set your notifications, and for the early broadcast that you all missed, please just come back and watch it, all right? Help support us in doing so. But you guys have talked about in the comments that Miles can go. Hey. Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll finish out the season and then either be released or be traded. But there you have it. Dave Canales on support these Carolina Panthers. But Bryce Young was available today, which was a shock. Again, usually we only get Dave on a Friday, but we got several players. And Bryce, to talk about his confidence, I usually don't get a chance to be in a lot of the press conferences because I have to go live. So I'm going right out to the field from the press box. I usually get in the locker room about once a week. But today I was in the press conference when we had a chance to talk with Bryce Young. And for those who have been hearing about Bryce's confidence and his spirits, like you can see it, and you saw it, in clips from him being on television when he won in his interview. But today, it was like, wow, the old Bryce is back. The old Bryce that'll sit down, and as soon as he comes into the room, he's observant. He'll say something just like off script, typically a little bit funny, and he did that today. And I was like, wow, we're getting that Bryce back. And when I said that Bryce back, we still have yet to see a Bryce Young that is confident, that is happy, and is winning. All three of those, right? So we have a chance for that this Sunday because right now he's won one and lost one since he's been benched, right? Comes back and he wins another. Now we got technically what's been a winning Bryce Young as we have a bye week and then head into a very tough stretch starts with Kansas City and Tampa twice, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I had a chance to ask Bryce because right now, who are his targets? You saw on the injury report there, Adam Thielen is out yet again. And earlier this week, Coach talked about he's going to have to rely on other guys like, oh, why am I forgetting his name? I'm telling you, anytime I forget something, I have a brain fart. It's because of this time zone change. 6 hours ahead. It's after 11 right now. Gosh darn it. Oh, I can see his face and everything. All right, well, I'll just have to come back to it. But nevertheless, the tight end that used to be a wide receiver, now is a tight end, he's going to be playing both. Guys, I can't remember his name. You guys are probably telling me in the comments. I'm going to just stop for a second and look this up because I feel so terrible that I cannot think of this guy's name. I talked to him at his locker just the other day for a minute. Oh, man, big-time brain fart on live TV. Let me get this right, figure it out. I think it's number 81, too. I know everything but the guy's name. That is terrible. Got to blame that on fatigue. Yeah, 81, Jordan Matthews. Good grief. Sorry about that brain fart. But, yeah, Jordan Matthews, in terms of what this team is going to have to do to help with the lack of wide receivers, Jordan Matthews will be playing both wide receiver and tight end this weekend. But I asked Bryce, hey, it's kind of cool. Your top targets, Ja'Tavion Sanders, Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette, they're all rookies. And you're not a rookie, but you're just a second-year guy. That has to be fun, but tell me something unique about each one of these guys. And I like this response. Here's Bryce on each one of his rookie wide receivers or rookie targets because he got wide receiver and tight end.
X is someone who, from the beginning has always wanted to do more and learn more from a football standpoint. Always want to ask questions, always wanted to get extra reps. And just him instilling that confidence in all of us and his work ethic, I think is just one thing, one of the reasons you just see it translating, him doing good stuff on Sundays. He works super hard, is always super engaged and cares a bunch. Jalen, another super humble guy, someone who cares about the details, doing little things. Obviously, when you see someone, coming undrafted, start at the bottom of the depth chart, and back in OTAs and then work all the way up. You just see the consistency that he's had, regardless of whether it's been with the threes or now to where he's starting and playing big major role. It hasn't changed who he is as a person. It hasn't changed his work ethic, and just that consistency also is just something that you really can lean on. And JT, just the passion he brings. It's someone who really electrifies the team, electrifies the offense. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to do something with it. He brings great energy, great juice to not just Sunday, but to the practice field, to the locker room. So just that energy on top of course, all the stuff he does on the field is just one of the reasons I think that he's so valuable for us.
So shout outs to Bryce Young for that nice, thorough response. And right after that, I said, as JT is what they call him, would say, facts. Like if you ever talk to Ja'Tavion Sanders, he says facts a lot. And, I admit I'm an older guy. I'm not that cool, but it was funny to have that. And thanks for Bryce for answering that question. Got some comments coming. Hey, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I like them. I appreciate them. Keep them coming, as we'll go through those in just a moment. So there you have it. That's, again, Fridays are usually a pretty quick video, pretty quick time that we have. It's usually just the final injury report. But guess what? We have bonus content today. So, yeah, we got a lot of bonus content because now I'm going to take you, as the title said, some exclusive behind the scenes on what it's like covering a team internationally in Germany. What is it like going all the way from Charlotte, coming all the way from Charlotte to Germany, and then traveling around Germany to see all the events and things that are going on. As I mentioned earlier, it's really cool being so far away from home and seeing so many Panther fans. The vibe is really cool, like that. The vibe, every time you hear the word vibe, think about Charlotte vibe. Really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and share with you all my day, along with Patrick Snyder, our photographer, as we captured the entire day here in Germany. So let's go ahead and start with FanFest. So this was the first event that we went to in Center City, Munich, and these guys just met today, and they came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, I've been watching your show. We've been in Germany for a couple of weeks. I think he's from the West Coast. I forget exactly where he said he was from, but it was like, wow, I'm in Germany. And this gentleman and this lady came up to me and spoke to me and support the show. So there you go. Man of the People goes worldwide. Very cool, very thankful. And yes, anytime that you see me out and about, wherever it may be, I don't mind saying hello, taking a picture, whatever it may be, but extremely cool. Continuing on, this is where I did my live show from this morning here in Germany at FanFest, right by the field goal challenge, which was funny because at this point, at this particular thing, they were kicking the ball soccer style a lot because, of course, soccer is currently more popular over here in Europe. And not many people were able to kick a nice field goal, but there is your guy working behind the scenes. And at FanFest here, they have a lot of legends. I forget the total number. I think they have 6 guys that are here, but they have, as you see, this was Steve Smith and Luke Kuechly. They were first up today to talk with fans. Pretty cool to see those two on stage sharing some stories about being in the locker room, being teammates together. But Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Jonathan Stewart, that's 4. I know there's more. I really believe there's 6 guys that are here, but that is those guys on stage here at FanFest in Munich. And they also had a pretty cool truck. Now, I didn't ask to get confirmation, but I strongly think this is it. If you remember during the draft, Johnny Hecker was live in Germany, and I believe this is where he was standing inside this square. I don't know the official name of it, but it was a really, really cool block. But they had a Carolina Panthers, the truck, the Daimler truck that brings over all their equipment right there, and just some signage. So that was pretty cool to see. All right, after that, we then hopped in another taxi and then went to the FC's, which I can't say the name, but the football club here in Munich. We went to their facilities, which is where the Carolina Panthers had their practice. And so we were able to capture some images there as well of the players arriving. So there is number 9, and Bryce had a pretty good joke that he said today. They said, "Hey, can you say, what can you say in Germany? Can you say anything?" And he was like, 9. His number. But, yeah, there's Bryce Young getting off the bus, arriving for practice today. And Dave Canales as well, heading to his first and only practice that they will be having here in Munich before the game on Sunday. And there you go. Some more excitement, like, hey, we're here. But again, this was the team on the bus arriving for practice today. And then we have practice itself. And there you go. I like to say the rookie and the vet. You have Jonathan Brooks. Doesn't smile too often, I heard. I never thought about that, but my photographers let me know, like, when is that guy going to smile? So I'm going to have to tell Jonathan we need him to smile more for some photographs. But Jonathan Brooks, the rookie, Miles Sanders, and Chuba Hubbard, the vet, who's definitely going to be around another 4 years after signing that contract to be one of the top 10 highest paid running backs in the league. There you go. During practice, head coach Dave Canales. And we got there another shot of, hey, so there's a picture. And this might have been why he talked about Jonathan, because there we do have a picture, not only Jonathan smiling, but Chuba Hubbard smiling as well. look for, again, more content come. As you guys know, I do my pregame show on Sunday, and that's when I'll bring up a lot of the content from the locker room, et cetera. Had a chance to talk with Chuba one-on-one today. Got some good information from him about his story, which is pretty cool, that I'll be sharing with you. And let's continue through these. And there's here a wider, more wide view of the stadium. And you can see there in the seats, pretty cool. I can't say, I'm going to try FC Bayern Campus. That's where the Carolina Panthers had their practice at today. And it was a little different being in that stadium because the seats are covered, but the rest of the field is open. So, when I saw Johnny Hecker going over there to punt, I was like, well, I don't know if that feels weird to the players or not, because you have, like, normally domes and stadiums in America, even if they're open, they're really high up. So, yeah, it's open. Maybe the fans are covered, but you don't, like, really feel like you're sticking out of something, if you will, or just in something. But how short that is with that roof, it has that feeling to it. And so those are some practice photos. Hit that like button if you're enjoying all this behind the scenes of being here in Germany. Hit the like button, smash the like button. Super chats are welcome as well. Bryce Young, this is Bryce. I'm going to say he was probably talking to me. I don't know. This was in my direction. But Bryce Young here today at the press conference speaking with the media. And here you can see Dave Canales, and this also gives you a little bit more idea of the room that the media was in today. And it's like it almost felt like a bar, restaurant type of place that we were at. And Bryce Young, when he sat down, he's like, this is pretty nice. What is this? And one of the media people joked and said a speakeasy, but it wasn't. And if you can see that foot at the very front of the screen there, Dave, that's actually me sitting in the front row today during the press conference speaking with the players. My man J.C. Horn, bundled up. He said this is his first time out of the country, tired, long trip, but he's here. And he said, I forget the exact way the question was asked, but he said, get on the bandwagon now. Support us now, because if you don't wait till we come around in the future, we're keeping receipts, as Deion Sanders said. He didn't say receipts, but he said we're keeping track. Get on before it gets full. And here is our guy, Dave Canales, who is getting up after the press conference here in Germany. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That is the behind the scenes of what took place today. Our day started about 11. We got out of the hotel here in Germany and didn't get back until about 8. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. So we'll continue to work and bring you all lots and lots of content. I got a funny thing here that I'm going to share with you in a minute, but let me just check on these comments really quickly. Panthers Prime Podcast, what's going on with you? You guys know I'll be doing my night before casual talk tomorrow live, so set your clocks, come join me. Elijah, how you doing? Earl Locklear, appreciate you tuning in. Okay, and we got, hey, you know what happens when our members sign on? You know what happens when we got to give you some special love. Shaked, what you got? Hey, Chris, the NFL playing regular season games in Europe is not nice or fair to the fans in the States. May not be fair, but it sure does help the league expand. It sure does help the league make more money. And the NFL is a business. And, hey, Shaked, it's a great reason to take a trip to Europe. I haven't been to Germany in over 30 years, so this was my excuse. A lot of other people that work also came and brought their families. So it's also a good excuse to come overseas and see something different and see a ball game. So it is definitely pretty cool to check out. Try to keep up with this team. Earl Locklear, I'm not sure about all the comment there. It was 80 degrees in Charlotte today? It was not. Don't tell me it was 80 degrees. Please don't tell me. It was 80 degrees. It's far from 80 degrees today. And again, I just learned that I'm going to be freezing all game day sitting outside. Oh, you guys, it was hot? Get out of it. Look, I'm not going to show you, but I got on a pair of socks. I got on thermal socks. I have on a T-shirt, a sweatshirt, a jacket, a hoodie. I had like a hand warmers, mitts. I have a lot of stuff that I did to keep warm today. It was nowhere near 80 here. But, man, Sean, hopefully everybody enjoyed it because, yeah, that's good. And it's gray. It's always really gray. Lots of fog, lots of cloudiness here. Hope you're having a great time in Germany. Try out their foods yet. So, AJ, one thing, and I have to tell my wife this all the time, the trips, you get a chance to enjoy it. Like example on the bus ride, back where I'm not driving. I knew I needed a break and just kind of lead back and look out the window. But we don't get a chance to soak in too many things of like, I'm going to go and do this because we're trying to pump out so much content. So I haven't had a chance to try anything like German yet other than, what they have here at the hotel, which is, I was going to say, I haven't even eaten outside of the hotel since I've gotten here. But it seems like a lot of cool stuff. I certainly wish my family was here and could share in the experience with them. All right, Rory, Blake on aging. Good to hear from you. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Dom34 says smash that like button. Smash, subscribe, and like. You guys got to recommend. Check out Hayden Wolf, Western Michigan. He not highly regarded, but could be a backup with Jake Plummer. Okay. Coker Crew. Yeah. I got the Coker Crew. Got some video of Coker as well out there. Khalil. Bryce won't smile forever. Okay. Are you not a fan? It sounds like you're not a fan. Are you not a fan? Are you a Panthers fan, Khalil, or are you just a fan of some other team? Let me know. You can not like him, but I wouldn't go that far. Bryce is a pretty tough guy. Whether or not he's doing good or bad, for him and his stature, a lot of people thought that Bryce, will he hold up? Can he survive? This is the NFL with some big bodies, and he's not a big guy, but I wouldn't use that word to describe Bryce. D Cash, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Deontay White, good stuff, bro. Shout out VA 804757. What's going on, VA? Thank you for taking the time in your evening to tune in and check us out. Are you going to see soccer games in Germany? So again, John, I appreciate the question, but we'll not have a chance to check out anything other than what's going on for the Panthers and then preparing to bring you guys coverage. So, no soccer games. I think there was a soccer game last night that I could have gone to, but yeah, I had to get ready. Not able to check out anything. Appreciate you tuning in, though, and asking the question. I think I have one more treat that I could share with you guys here today. Let me see if I can get to it. It's a good one. So stay tuned. I'm going to share this with you all, and then I'm going to sign off here. So, what's it like covering a team in Germany that's based in Charlotte, and you have to deal with a 6-hour time difference, and you hadn't quite yet gotten used to it? I'm going to show you in just a second. Here you go. Look at that. That was me after practice. Trying to get some shut-eye and some rest as we head back to our hotel after being out on the go all day. And as you can see there, got the jacket on, zipped up all the way to the top, got the hoodie, and you can't see the rest of the stuff that I got on. But that is what the man of the people looked like about 3 hours ago. It's like, whoo, we got a lot of content I got to get together and get on the show. So that is all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to continue to pump out a lot of content. Hey, support however you can, whether it's just a like, subscribe, super chat, whatever. Appreciate it. Retweet. Help us continue to grow. We're really committed to being the best source that you all can have for this Carolina Panthers team and certainly committed to bringing you the most absolute content that there is on this team while they're here in Germany. I would guess coverage will start about 4 a.m. you all's time tomorrow as we continue to cover this team. And we're also, normally I try to stick to doing my casual day before game chat at 7 Eastern. We'll not be able to do that at all because it's going to be like 2 in the morning here, I guess, to do that. So look for it shortly. I'm going to schedule the show for tomorrow. Hopefully y'all can join me. And again, that show tomorrow is 100% dedicated to answering your questions and talking to you all. And I'll also share some behind-the-scenes photographs to tell the story from the day as well. All right. Hey, thanks, everybody, so much for tuning in. What's going on, Antonio McClanahan and Dom34. Appreciate everybody. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vive, live from Munich, Germany.